is open. Doug, can you hear us?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we've got you.
Okay, yeah, something weird happened with Zoom as soon as you allowed me to talk. Hey, Stephen, I hope you're doing well. I hope your family's doing well also. My first question is, the team had trouble creating chances and scoring this season. You've got to overturn 3 goals, and you might have to do it without some key players. How does the team make that happen? How can y'all try to turn around this result and get those goals?
Well, the first things first is we've got to try and win the game. Don't think we concern ourselves that it's 3-0. We know it's a very, very tough battle. I think if we get ourselves in the mindset, can we win the game? If we get ourselves in a position that late in there we do have an opportunity to go through in the tie, then obviously that becomes the aim, the overriding aim. But I think it's step by step and we try and win the game initially. So if we can score the first goal, try and set ourselves up and make it interesting.
Next question over to Felipe Cardenas. Felipe, go ahead.
Thank you, Chris. Hey, Stephen, how are you? Long time.
Thanks. Good.
Clearly, the objective is to win the game in advance. But other than that, as manager and based on what you've seen from these players throughout the season and this new, I guess, additional preseason camp that you see coming out of this match. And then my second question is, what can you tell us about Eric Lopez? How has he progressed? And where do you perhaps see him right now tactically? Where can he best benefit the team?
Yeah, well, the first thing, the lads obviously got a little bit of time off after the final MLS game. So that's part of their CBA. So we had to obviously recognise that while trying to prepare as best as we can for this game. Then you lose a few players with options not getting taken up. In terms of the preparation from there, we've been getting a motivated group, keeping them upbeat, showing them bits and pieces where we believe that we can get at America, obviously showing their dangers as well. And then with Eric's a player that obviously there's a lot of staff at the club work very hard to bring him in. A lot of people showing a lot of belief in him. And there'll be an opportunity for a lot of people to see Eric playing in the game on tomorrow night.
Next question, Juan Carlos Diaz. Go ahead. Line's open.
Hi, Coach. Good afternoon. My question to you is, does Club America intimidate you guys, and is it mission impossible?
Obviously, careful how I answer that in case there's people looking for a headline, but we know how difficult a game is against Club America anytime. We know that if you're sitting in Club America's shoes and you are 3-0 up, you fancy yourselves to go through. So we know it's a difficult task to go through. Nothing's impossible in football. You've seen results get turned around in second halves of games where it's 3-0. We've obviously got 90 minutes, but we're well aware of how good Club America are. And like I said, we're going to try and win the game, and then we'll see where it gets us. If it's 1-0, if it's 2-0, 3-0, regardless, we've got to try and win the game, restore a little bit of pride. Obviously, the team went to Mexico City, lost 3-0. With the previous manager in place, and we've got to show that there's been improvement since that time. So I think that's the aim, that's the motivation for the group, and I think you'll see that from the group tomorrow night.
Next question, Alex Kaminer. Alex, go ahead. Line's open.
Thank you. Hi, Coach. How are you? I would like to ask. You're welcome, Coach. I would like to ask you, is the team is complete for tomorrow?
The team is complete. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yes. Is you have the whole team for tomorrow, or you have absence?
I don't understand the question.
In terms of injuries, is that correct, or fitness? Is that correct, Alex?
Yeah. That correct. Thanks for helping me.
I honestly, I still don't understand. We've got a group of players that's ready to play tomorrow night. We've prepared them. We've known what the group is for the last week or so. So we've been able to prepare the group as best as we can for the game. We've got a couple of guys that are carrying injuries that's been documented already. So Jurgen and Marcelino are going to struggle to be available fully. So we'll see what we can get out of them, if anything. And again, that's not a decision that's mine. That'll be a medical decision. We'll abide by that, and we'll pick the best team we can. But we have prepared with a group of players. So if that answers the question.
As a reminder, I need to hit the raise hand icon if you have a question. Next one's going to be Ramon Bitek. Apologies if I've butchered your name, Ramon, but go ahead. Your line's open.
Thank you. Hi. Yeah, Ramon Betech. So the thing I want to, well, first of all, how are you doing, coach?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for asking.
Okay, that's great. Well, so the question I want to ask you is, what have you seen of Club America? Like, what is the last thing you have seen about them? And also, like, what is your message to the team? What are you transmitting them to win this match? It will be a difficult match. So what is your message? Thank you.
Yeah, so the last thing, I've seen a lot of the games that Club America played recently. I saw the games that they played in the knockout stages, some unbelievable goals to beat them. They've got one of the best goalkeepers on the planet, which is pretty apparent. We also know that it's going to be a difficult game. They may set up to sit and defend. They might play their normal game. I don't really know. But what I can look after is how motivated this group of players will be, excuse me, to win a game. That's what we've planned for. We will be trying our best to win the game. We feel like there's areas that we can exploit against Club America, but we're, as I say, always cover that message with the fact that we're well aware of they've got some top players, top professionals, and a great coach that's won a lot of things in his career. So it's a difficult task for us, but we look forward to it. Look forward to the game. It's another opportunity for the players to show what they're capable of. And again, it's for the next coach, I'm sure he's watching, and you'll see a group of players that want to be here.
Next question, back to Doug. Doug, go ahead. Your line's open.
Hey, Steven, I was curious. Jurgen mentioned this yesterday, and I was curious your thoughts on it, that there may be an advantage for y'all in having been at this place before, kind of gone through all this before in Orlando. If you agree with that, and how might that help y'all turn around this result tomorrow night?
I don't think I'd walk into a second leg 3-0 down and say we're in the best position. so maybe Jurgen's comments are a little bit, I don't know, misguided, misleading. But I think in terms of this game as a one-off, I think we've got as good a chance as Club America of winning this one game. Whether it can be 3-0 or not, it's a different matter. But we're going to do everything we can in our power to try and make it happen. If we do not, it will not be for the want of trying. And that is, to me, the only thing I can ask of the players is that they give the maximum effort for as long as they can and see if it's good enough to get a special result.
Felipe, go ahead. Back to you. Your line's open.
Thank you. Steven, what, considering that you are 3 goals down and need to score at least 4 and keep a shutout to advance, what has been the training regimen like? What have been some of the changes tactically that you've asked the players to embrace ahead of this match?
I think it's important we don't open ourselves up and go crazy trying to score 3 goals. That's why I'm saying if we can win the game. I think it's for us to advance. 3 and penalty kicks puts us through as well if it's 3-0. So we're aware of that. We don't have to score 4 goals. If they manage to score 1, we need 5 because of the away goals as well, which puts us in a little bit of a spot. But I think we've done a lot of attacking work. We've done some work where we sit and soak up a little bit if that's the way Club America play. So we are as prepared as we can be, and now it's down to performance level on the night from a group of players that are trying to prove their worth to the club again.
Back to Ramon. Ramon, go ahead. Your line is open.
Thank you. So, Coach, another thing I want to ask you is, before the COVID, this match was originally going to be played on Atlanta Stadium, but now it is in Orlando. So, what? Are you going to change like your strategy because of that, or how will that affect the tactical plan? Thank you.
It doesn't change the tactical plan. I think if you're 3-0 down in a game, there's obvious things that you have to do to try and advance, to try and win the game, and then see. The one big thing we miss is, I think if this is at home and there's 70,000 Atlanta fans cheering the team on, and you score a goal early in the first half, and then you're pushing maybe late in the game for winners and try to get really back in it, gives you a little bit of a different feel. And the players have missed that all year, and I think that's been missed a lot when there's been criticisms of the team, how much the Atlanta fans do for the team. And I think at a full Mercedes-Benz Stadium, you would have seen a different proposition with this group of players. It's important to get a bit of pride back tomorrow night, and I do think you'll see that.
Got time for about 2 more for Coach. I have nothing in the queue. Doug, go ahead.
Yeah, Stephen, you've got several of the 2 kids who've been training with you. I was curious if you could just give us a rundown of what you've seen from a few of them.
Yeah, so obviously I know them very well we probably recruited some of them to come to the club last year. Got a chance to coach them early this year, and then before the first team thing happened for us, but obviously seen all the 2's games. So Ben Lundgaard, the goalkeeper, has done very well since he come in. Jack Gurr is a fullback, very good delivery of the ball, high up in the 2's. The USL list of crosses, deliveries, and his quality service has been fantastic, and he's deserved his opportunity. Jackson Conway signed a homegrown deal recently, centre forward, capable of scoring goals. Philip Goodrum's with us. He's been with the first team previously as well. And I do believe that's everyone. You kind of threw me a little bit. I think that's everyone, Doug.
And we'll finish off your last question here with Felipe. Felipe, go ahead.
Thanks, Chris. Stephen, besides the obvious, you've already stated it, the objective is to win in advance. But if that is not the case, what else? Like, what does success look like if you don't win the game in advance? Like, what else do you want to see? How can you walk away from this match feeling really good about the results and heading into 2021?
I think the main thing is that the guys put in a performance level that they can be proud of. I think if I'm one of the players that's sitting there and is going to play tomorrow night, I know there's a new manager coming in. I want to be one of the guys that he looks to when he starts picking the team next year. And this is the last opportunity, or hopefully there's 2-3 more opportunities here this week, but this is potentially the last opportunity to put yourself right in his mind for when that happens next year. So to me, that's the motivation, and for any footballer to do the best, to be in a manager's plans. It should happen consistently, and I'm sure it's a motivating factor for the players tomorrow night, as well as winning the game and advancing. But like I say, we know how difficult it's going to be.
Thanks, Classy. We'll have Brad Gazan up shortly.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.